Good evening, my name is Garrett and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Black Beak. This is their citrus IPA Cask single malt Irish whiskey coming in at a 43% ABV. Now for full disclosures, Keeper's Quest, who is the distribution partner here in the United States, asked me if I'd like to have a review sample of this and I said of course, so just keeping that transparency going. So Black Beak actually has a really interesting background already, even though they are a newer brand coming to the market. So they are the first co-located brewery and distillery, which is really cool because sometimes your brewery people really can hone in some unique flavors and cask finishing, and it's almost like the wine industry when wine people start getting into whiskey themselves. It comes out usually really awesome. So not only is this a single malt whiskey coming from Ireland, but it's finished in their own in-house made citrus IPA casks. I have no idea what to expect here, especially being that not only is it a single malt, but what that will do with an IPA cask. So let's get into things. As always, we're going to be trying it two different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add just a drop of water, see what changes up. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of good stuff. I'll be linking a few of their other reviews up above and down below. And when they start releasing here in the United States, check out their link down below as well. You can try to find yourself a bottle. If I remember right, I think they're coming to Rhode Island first. So I'm excited to really see what they bring to the table. I love good Irish whiskeys. And I think a lot of times we look at Irish whiskey as kind of that more budget-friendly area. They're allowed to have fun too and really do some unique casks. So I already am in love with what they're doing because they're stepping out of those colored lines. Very light color. I'm curious if the IPA cask added to that color of bringing it very light. I don't know. But let's go for notes. Oh, that played so well. This plays as well as a rye whiskey does to rum casks. You really get the hoppy IPA notes. That is citrus blast. That is beautiful bursts of orange and lemon and lime and just all these amalgamation of citrus fruits. No ABV, nothing harsh, but you get the hoppiness there. My mouth is already salivating. It is really good on the nose. Honestly, with 43% ABV, it's bringing across a lot of beautiful citrus notes. Honestly, that is a beautiful beer finish. I'm already in love with the nose. And as you keep just breathing it in, it's just got more and more citrus sweets. That's what you're getting, is essentially, this smells like a beer. I'm not even smelling whiskey territory on this really. That single malt is showing up in there just a little bit, and it plays really well with that nose. But I tell you what, that is a beautiful, beautiful citrus forward, unique Irish whiskey. All right, let's go for a taste. Oh man. How? Why has nobody done this? Why has nobody done this? It's hoppy, beery, malty, sweet, and it's got the beautiful juices of fruits going on here. Very citrus forward. However, the finish does give you more of that whiskey vibe in there. It's got a nice oak layer, a little bit of vanilla in there, and just a little bit of that grain sweetness going on. But I tell you what, that IPA cask played beautifully with this. That is really good. The mouthfeel on it is great. It is thin, but again, it's only 43%. And that's expected. But I'll tell you what, it is drinking a beer. It's not as hoppy as an IPA tends to be, obviously, but what it's bringing across is those same vibes. Vanilla sweetness, hoppy green notes, the little bit of beer maltiness is going on in there. And again, here in the finish, it rides out very similar. Get that nice oak, vanilla, caramel, a little bit of grain sweetness in there. Honestly, I don't even know if I could tell you this was Irish necessarily on the taste. That just tastes like a beautifully done single malt from anywhere. Like, if this was an American single malt, I would be praising it just as much. And I love American single malts too. but it just has such a beautiful character to it. I'd be interested to try their IPA beer now, because if it's anything like that, I would love to see, for just A/B comparisons, like have one of their beers and have some of this, and really hone in on the unique notes coming out of that beer to really showcase this. But that is a great, super good sip. But that is just a great, super sweet sip. Okay, let's add a little drop of water, see what changes up. Now, under most circumstances, when we add water to an Irish, it tends to make it go very mute, so we're kind of expecting that. But I'm interested to see what that IPA cask will do to something like this. Just a little drop. And even hear it again in the finish. It's got that maltiness to it. That's what I really enjoy when I see places doing unique finishes. Or I've had a couple whiskeys done from breweries, and they always find a way to bring in that hoppy note, and they always find a way to bring in those malty notes, and I love it. All right, let's go for notes on the water version. Ooh. Oh God, that is just beautiful now. That's even more beautiful. You're getting those grain sweetnesses on the nose now. A little bit of a charry note. Wow, okay. I like that charry note showing up in there, just lightly. It's not a heavy, it's not a smoky, it's nothing like ashy, but there's a little bit of a charry note now showing up in that. And honestly, here, it just smells like a great beer yet again. It's a little thinner, which is expected, but it's got all the same characteristics just dialed back. No ABV, no sharpness either still. It's just as good though. Let's go for a taste. It does drink a little thinner, which is expected. We are proofing it definitely down less than 40%. But you're still getting the hoppiness. You're still getting a bit of maltiness. You're getting a little bit of the citrus notes still showing up too. It's still just as sweet. It's got just a good body to it as well. I got nothing wrong with that. As always, it doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it, as long as you enjoy it. Do this bottle of service. Drink it this way. That is really tasty. I love that. I will definitely be hunting that down when the time comes and I get a larger distribution on that, because that is so unique. All right, let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price, and it's always going to vary. So unfortunately, we don't know quite a market price on this one yet. Being that it's so new to the market, they really haven't come up with pricing on it. I will say this much. If anything, you need to try this. If you find this somewhere in Rhode Island, or once they start expanding out more, find this and try it. The uniqueness of how they're bringing across an IPA cask in an Irish whiskey is phenomenal. Definitely try it first. And if you could find a bottle of it, I'm going to buy a bottle. I would pay easy $50-$60 for that. I'd have no qualms about it. If it was a little bit more, I don't think I'd have a problem with it either. Unique finishes are something I love, and this takes that and check marks that box wholeheartedly. Definitely find this and try it as soon as you can, because it is a unique taste on Irish whiskey. And again, if you're interested in anything Black Beak's doing, I'm going to put a link to their website down in the description area below. That way you could find yourself a bottle when the time comes. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Black Beak Citrus IPA Single Malt Irish Whiskey. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comments section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirit I should go looking for, also let me know down below. I love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.